So we have another Columbine style mass assassination in Colorado, and my heart condolences go to the dead relatives, and to the injured, I wish you speedy recovery without much health problems. And right away, we should look at how can things like this happen. We're not looking at things happen to good people and all that. But why these young people are doing things like this? Is it by chance or this is by design? I don't think it's by design. You see, hitherto, even still right now, a lot of people don't understand the true nature of evil. Certain people like to give themselves that the kids are the best. And if you ever give a negative report to them to their child, you could have some problems, and your teacher, they could write you up and get the, government to give you some help, and cops to give you some problems. Especially when they think this child is bound to Ivy League bound. But now what we have, we were experimenting. But still, there's nothing new on the Sun Scripture says. Everything that's been happening before. Of course, the principle that is, the principle happened. And the Scripture says that train the child the way he should go, and when he's old, he will not depart from it. And so we're not even training the children the way they should go. We're just leaving them to themselves. Can you imagine this child is born, you put them up with Halloween, and then we have them watching some innocent shows, about seem innocent, when we turn our back, and as the show progresses, they start bringing out bits of voodoo, like Sesame Street, for example, have Dracula, and he's doing his spells, casting lightning and so on. And the parents seem to ignore that and just like the idea he's teaching them how to count and handle numbers on Dracula. And many of these other shows do have this same, evil in it. I recall my friend, she liked to look at this show called Lifetimes. It's a show for women, I believe, and they show you this boy had died and meets with his grandmother in the park and so on. That's voodoo straight up. You see the curtains blowing in the wind and the moonlight out there. That's setting up for evil. But she just liked it there. It's like, yes, it's fun. I'm saying, like, what you're doing? How you could be, channeling all this evil into this place, But she just like that. Again, we look up, what's the problem? If somebody has mental problems, as opposed to having mental problems and being evil. Because even if this guy has mental problems, he doesn't have to do what he's doing. But if he has mental problems and he's evil, or even if he's normal and he's evil, which you end up having mental problems, that is when you do stuff like this, the dress been black. And, of course, black people is not necessarily evil because their skin's dark, but people choosing certain type of clothing. But parents hardly have time, to pursue this full-time work, and when they come to tired, they don't want to be bothered by the kids. Kids maybe go to their own key and go and take something to eat and so on. I'm just wondering if parents trying to save by going out to work, whether they'll ever save indeed. Because let me just use this illustration. I don't know if the parents work, the mom works or what, but this will destroy her. It's going to take a well, of course, it's going to go how to be from there. But they don't have money to have to pay for that. So she's going to be so destroyed that she can't work again. Whereas if she had spent the time and helped them to grow up, when they're going off to college, get them early, take the time off, go out on the right and so on, and then go back to work when they're home. But, these young children just dropping off in the daycare, people beating them up and so on, and introducing them to all kind of magic and all kind of evil. What do you think Satan is going to do to your kids? Do you think he's going to love them and make them some loving citizens? No. He's going to set them up to a variety of things. Now, not everyone that is evil is going to do a massacre. Others might, push drugs. Others might, do home invasions, um, quite fast and loudly and cause people to get injured, light people houses on fire, steal people cars and other assets, shoot at the homes and so forth without necessarily trying to kill them but just terrorize them. I mean, there's so many different things that evil people can do to accomplish their evil missions. And I mean, like nobody seemed to want to say enough is enough, and let us review what could be possible causes of these things, and let us have a reformation and a revival of primitive godliness so that we can save ourselves. People are doing some stuff. It's like, wow. I saw recently in the newspapers where they were showing that religion. Some people are experimenting with religion, and they're getting very liberal and open-minded and so forth, and doing all kinds of stuff. And those religions are dying. Those churches are dying. Simply because, except something has come from God, it's going to lead to your death. So that they come with all these experiments that is just, well, do this and let's do this, as opposed to sticking to orthodoxy. God has said what we want to do. But we're trying to play smart and say, I know what we can do, we must do this. Something completely different. And this is what happened to the Christian Reformation in Europe. Instead they continue studying the word, God and prayer and so forth, they got caught up in other things. I want to be, this big one, I join a secret society over here. And I want to meet the king and so forth, so I'm going to let these guys over here, invite me and invite me to this thing, and I'm going to get up in life and so forth. And they start doing a variety of things, and then, oops, the Reformation will end it. And, so many problems we have in the world today. So, this Columbine thing, and as time goes on, the Bible predicts that things are going to get worse because people are undermining their constitution by various drugs they're using, illicit drugs, that is, the marijuana, the cocaine, the heroin. And when small problems come that they could have won and handled, or just blow them away and destroy them, and they go crazy and they do funny stuff. Of course, they're evil into all these evil practices and so forth. So we need to start calling evil by its right name and ask people to choose to do righteous things, because that's the only way things are going to get better. If you all become more evil